Vilma live in LA, and I am so happy that, well, we get to have Eliz back right here on Vilma live in LA. So let's go say hi.
Hi everyone here at the Biama Live in LA. This is Lady Elise. Thank you for having me tonight. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Okay, so Eliz or Liz, sometimes I like to call you Liz. So, you had such a great year, and tell us all about all your accomplishments. You had your new song, you had your recording, you've got your awards, all that stuff. So, where would you like to start?
Really a dream come true. I'm living with my dream right now. Wow, of course, there's a lot of I accomplished this year, and it's because of my team. They helped me out to connect with these amazing people. We did a big concert at Harrisburg with Bill Jolly and the Hard Drive, UGO, Urban Guerrilla Orchestra, Miss Black America 2024, Miss Ashley Mayat, and our host is the famous Miss Black America 1985, Amina Fakir. And I'm also one of the main performer. Is truly Lady Elise. Yeah, it was a great experience.
How long did you practice or prepare for the concert? Because it's a huge concert.
Actually, we prepared the concert for almost 4 months at least. And then I fly to America before the concert, at least two weeks before the concert.
Tell us about Pink, because I know you had the opportunity to
Oh,
share the stage or share, to work with Pink. Wow. Tell us all about that.
she's one of my favorite pop singer. She's a superstar. And I never expected that my mentor, Bill Jolly, he told me that we're gonna do Pink concert homecoming, and it's a documentary. They filming her documentary, so it's a homecoming concert for Pink, and it's very special because for uh her hometown is in
Oh,
Philadelphia,
yeah.
so it's a historical concert for her entire career. So everybody is 80,000 sold out ticket na.
Wow.
80,000 people came to that stadium to watch her. And you know what? When Bill Jolly told me about it, I was like, I cannot sleep. I said, so, I cannot explain my feeling like is this really true like that? And because it's one of my dreams to perform in stadium like that Lincoln film stadium like that. And you know what, when we came to the rehearsal that day, I could not able to sleep. My my eyes getting dark because I need to learn the song. I said, "Oh, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like this." So I was really excited. And then when we could not able to do a practice, a rehearsal, because what we did is while we are in the bus, that's the day, our practice, so they practice the song. They are the original choir of
Yeah.
uh Pink in her record. So it's also their first time to perform their song together. And they bring me there, and I was I was really impressed the way how this team, these people, to their work ethic is
Yeah.
really incredible. When we entered to the bus, Bill Jolly gave us a paper, the lyrics of the song and everything. And that's the day that we rehearse.
Wow.
So
That
before we
must have
get,
been so challenging.
yeah, and then when we get to the stadium, we're done. Okay. Well, it's really an unforgettable experience for me because it's my first time that I experienced that. Wow, no rehearsal, and then just like that, and then when we perform the song, boom, it's perfect.
That
Before we
must have
get,
been so challenging. That's called a true professional because sometimes you don't really have time to, but because you are prepared and you know how it goes, um, yeah, your this second sense or third musical sense kicks in, and the show must go on. So that's what you guys did. Perfect.
oh my god.
You have a new recording, right? You're coming up with
Yes.
a new album, but you've got two songs that are out there that I actually love. So yeah, tell us about those two.
Before I fly back here in Japan, uh, we recorded a lot of songs in Harrisburg, and one of the songs that we done is Tiwala. That song Tiwala is like everybody love it because it's another version of me that in a regular how they say that clothes like that, just just I'm just being me, and people love it. That was like I was surprised because I never expect that people gotta could relate it to the song. I just okay because we don't have a time. It's just one whole day and then finished. And then when we uploaded on YouTube in my channel, people love it because of the power words that
Yes.
I said. Tiwala at paninindigan sa sariling kakayahan. There's a lot of people that are related to that power words, and they really love it.
You
Something
just
like that.
being you. It's belief in yourself that you can do whatever you want to do, kind of like the translation. Then you also have Blame It On Me, which I love.
We have four version of "Blame It on Me": pop or hip hop. We do R&B. It's four version of "Blame It on Me," different flavor, and people those there it connect underage. You know what I mean? So, for example, "Blame It on Me." Uh, how do you say that? Dance, dance, dance.
Yeah,
Especially here in Japan, they love that
that version.
version. They love that version. And what I usually ate, I usually perform with the rapper. That's what I usually perform. So when I hear that tracks Bill Jolly version, remix version, I was also impressed because well, it's my first time that I did a music video in Times Square. That's my first time. So I was really excited because my dream come true too. That I at last I have a music video in these places where I
Famous
really
Times
want.
Square where you can see
Yeah,
that,
Times
you
Square is
know.
just walking around, and then yeah. So yeah, I love that song too.
So now let's talk about your awards you've got. Behind you, I can see all those awards, but you have more. Wow.
Yeah. This year I got a the first Filipino recording artist in Philadelphia. That's my award from American Music Award based in Hollywood, USA. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know that, when you had the opportunity, you were also trying your hand behind the scenes, like the camera work. How did you do that?
Because my team they making some movies, right? That's part of music and film, right? So that's my team. They told me to you better learn this on and off camera. I'm so happy that I could have a free mentoring from them behind the camera, and I discover that I have another talent in that, and it could help me grow as an artist in this business. And they gave me that opportunity to expand my knowledge in this business.
What is in store for Liz in the future?
So yeah, we're doing right now the documentary of Bill Jolly about his life and everything, and I'm part of this
Part of
uh
that.
this film, yeah. And also with Pink. We were in the documentary. So my documentary also and some movies like this. So there's a lot of going on right now, and I just I am glad that I met these people that giving me opportunity, and they pushing me to to work more harder in what I do. That's why I'm so excited in my coming future.
Okay, so now let's tell our viewers where they can find you, how to get a hold of you, your social media handles. Let's go.
My social media, YouTube channel, Elise the Transition, and same name. My Instagram, TikTok, the same name, Elise the Transition. Please follow, please subscribe my YouTube channel, and yeah, so you could see what I'm doing, all of uh the documentary that I do in these years, many years recently. Yeah, you could see it in my pages. So I really appreciate your support, the people who keep supporting me, and yes, Ate Vilma. Also, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I would like to thank everyone who taking their time to watch our episode tonight. Uh, to all the viewers of Vilma Live in LA, thank you so much for your love and support for my Ate Vilma, and also my followers. Thank you so much for your incredible endless support. So thank you. Thank you for
Of
the love.
course, we're here, and our viewers and your followers and your fans, they're all going to know all about Liz, Lady Eliz. Wow. Thank you so much for being with me on Vilma Live in LA.